If you are currently experiencing a behavioral issue of any kind, feel free to email me as I do offer virtual coaching. And if you would like, you can go to my Facebook page and you can see all the reviews that I've had from previous clients.
His toes a little bit. I'll raise a little bit more. But that's what we call good food. Now, people have asked me all the time, hey, what do you feed your dogs? Question is do you know how to transition? What does that look like? Did you give them all the nutrients they need? Was there enough sauce in there? Vitamins A, D, E, and K, good source of protein, fiber, and of course, healthy fats to keep good Joker's head. So when you see a dog do that, people, I'm going to tell you right now, it's one of my favorite things because you eat out of my hand for the rest of your life if you ever growl at me again, boy. That's how you solve that problem. This is the time to solve it. I got a dog won't let me eat. Won't let me touch him when he eats. You touch him every time he eats until he understands. It's your food, not his. And no matter what you do, take care of your dogs.
My name is Kevin. I've been working with dogs for 16 years. I currently help dog owners resolve behavioral issues that have developed in their dogs. I make the distinction on my channel that dog training is exclusively skill-based, while behavioral issues are largely socially related. So the focus of this channel is canine social dynamics and the relationship dynamic between dog and human. When I engage in resolving behavioral issues in dogs, I do not use treats, I do not use toys, I don't use play. My focus is on what's happening on a social level between dog and dog owner. This is a great example of how not to handle a dog like this, how not to go about addressing behavioral issues, and how the mentality of the person holding the leash is everything when it comes to working through these problems. This is another great example of authoritarian versus authoritative, at least in the context of using the leash, right? That's all we're talking about is using the leash and what a lot of these people will preach in terms of, quote, correcting a dog, correcting a behavior, not going deeper into understanding why is this behavior happening, why is the dog in this state of mind. But now from what I understand, this dog is a teenager, his name's Joker, and I believe this dog was brought to them to handle. Now this is also a great example of how if we do not start implementing boundaries, implementing structure, we don't start learning how to communicate with our puppy the right way at an early age, this is what happens when the dog gets older and there's no discipline. So as you see, the video starts off with it says a graphic warning, and listen, if there is graphic content in this video, so if you don't really want to see it, then just click off the video. There's no sense in getting offended or upset. This is strictly for educational purposes, so if that's just something you don't want to see, then by all means go watch something else. What's ironic about this too is that the channel name is called World Pet Health. Wow, that says it all, right?
I'm a professional dog behaviorist. Like that right there, that's not cool. In no way, shape, or form. And this is where the collars come on and the zappers come on because he's now past the point of actually not being corrected.
So in the beginning, you'll hear him talk about how this dog is basically past the point of being, quote, corrected. And this is where the e-collar's on, the shocking starts happening. So what you'll see is that their solution is basically to put a prong collar on this dog's neck, and then they're going to very aggressively jerk and yank on the leash to get the dog to stop doing what it's doing. What really pisses me off about this, though, is that this is why dominance, when you say the word, people have this gut reaction to it. It's become a dirty word. It's because this is the type of shit that people associate the word dominance with. This is not real influence. This is not real dominance. This is not real control. This is extremely poor communication from human to dog, and it's extremely poor communication with a fucking leash. Oh, but we're gonna make excuses because the dog's a bully and it's a bulldog, and yes, they're tenacious, but you need to be tenacious in the strength of your personality, not jerking and yanking on the fucking leash to try to cause pain to the dog. And we somehow associate pain with dominance, or we think we need to cause pain to the dog to get our point across or to get the dog to listen or submit to us. And this is not fucking true. Again, I'll remind you, when Grey Goose dominates another dog, she does not even have to make contact with that dog. She does not have to bite that dog. She doesn't need to do anything but communicate in a very strong way, which is what we need to do. We adopt those same principles. We communicate in a strong way to the dog, and this is not it. But it's guys like these, strategies like these, or tactics like these that people come onto my channel and will accuse me of being overly macho and blah, 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 blah. It's because this is the bullshit that people do, and then they want to call this leadership. This is not leadership. This is hot fucking garbage. This is also a great example of what I mean when I say people don't know how to use a leash. This is what happens when people don't know how to use a leash correctly. And you'll see in this clip that he shows, like, he's giving Joker all the leash in the world. He's letting Joker run to the end of the curb there. You know, a big part of using a leash correctly and working through these issues is you only give the dog enough leash that it can handle. So that way, as soon as the dog expresses a certain state of mind, or you could see the physiology in the dog change, you can redirect the dog back to the task at hand, which is walking and focusing on you. He's not even thinking about that, and you wonder why the dog's mind is all over the place.
He's gonna be a little bit of a hoodlum. And I was like, okay, I love a good hoodlum, but I'm over that. Which is why I needed the bulldog so we can calm the F down. But Stan's gonna walk you through getting the collar on, what to look for, how it should be. Joker's not gonna do nothing crazy, but I want him to lean into his speciality and educate us all on what we could do better. So go ahead and get him. Here's
Alright, so the first thing about the prong collar is you want it to fit tight. If it's going down closer to the shoulders, it's not going to be as effective. So you actually want it to be in front of his collar here. So, we open this here. We're going to grab him here. And we want it to fit. And this is too loose here. So I'll show you why it's too loose. Because I can get my whole hand under there. So that means it could actually slip over his head. So we're going to take the prong out. Pop that one out, and now that should be, hold on brother, that should be a perfect fit right there. So that is a properly fitted prong collar. He's trying to get away. We're gonna hook this leash to it, and now we're gonna go outside and see if we're gonna chase some cars. And the thing about the prong collar is it's going to mimic mama dog's correction. So it's not painful. You can see he gets the end of the leash. He's not screaming, whining, or nothing, but he's actually getting a reaction. And that's what we're looking for, is for him to slow down just a little bit. So you see, when he gets corrected, he responds. Don't bite the leash.
what responses are you looking for when you're dealing with it? And mind you, he's bucking and kicking like a duck.
You're good, you're good.
And key thing that you watch Stan do, people, is pace himself. You don't want to get into trying to be tough with your dog. You want to learn. Someone asked me the other day, I said, what are you doing? I'm learning how the dog responds in every situation, because I think you said this, Stan, before, make sure that the correction matches the crime.
Yes.
So in this case, he's not committing a crime, people. It's just, wow. If he gets out, which the other dogs, like Zara can come out, like go back in the house. Ego is still alive. He come out, he's not running nowhere. If he gets out and cars literally zoom up and down my street and all this stuff right here, you go, oh, we got to fix this. And we're showing you this because I can fix it. But we're trying to walk you through how to potentially fix it in your home by way of the stand the dog man himself.
Hey. I got two main rules. You don't bite me or the leash. And if the dog bites the leash, that's why he's getting a correction. Because he's trying to keep from getting that correction. And again, this is something that's going to keep the dog safe. If he runs out and tries to go and catch that car, he's going to lose.
Every time. That's broken leg, broken ribs, and then I got to be at the vet spending $8,000 to keep this joker alive, literally.
And that's the best case scenario that you go into the vet.
Yeah, that part. You're not going to make it that far, bro.
My experience, my dog played chicken with a car, and I don't have Kush no more.
Go.
So, again, when he hits the end of the leash, we're going to correct him. And this is a bulldog for you.
You're seeing this right? This is what you call donkey 101. If somebody said bulldogs for dummies, this is bulldogs for donkeys.
There you go. So now he's got a couple corrections. Now he's starting to learn that if he pulls, he gets bit. Relax, dude. It's okay. It's okay, man. Yes, sir. Easy, man. Easy, pup.
This is about to get ugly here in a second. When we get to the end of the street, he's on these cars. But you're talking about a bucking bulldog, bulky built, bulking.
Hey, stop on the leash.
Bucking bulldog that gets serious.
No, sir. And the reason why he's got more of a correction there is because he wanted to come up leash and tried to bite at me.
I love it.
And again, those things do not happen. And we're going to correct that, because if you don't, now that dog knows that, hey, if I don't want to do something, all I got to do is try to bite.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, the grace of God, the camera's on. The grace of God.
Cut it out. It's okay.
The other me, I saw red for 3 seconds. When I see that happen, I was like, oh no, he is not gonna do that. Matter of fact, say, let me go get that leash off of you quick, boy. Go get that leash off of you, boy. Cut it out. Cut it out. We're not doing that. No.
And you got to remember what kind of dog you have. These dogs were designed to do gangster stuff. And as you see,
You understand?
his feelings are not hurt. He
Let's go.
understands that that
Walk.
is not acceptable. And a dog like this is going to try you more than once. And the thing about a correction is when you go there, you have to take it there. And if he realizes that he can win by biting the leash, and this is a side that people don't get to see. And when you have these dogs that were bred to keep going and going and going and going, this is what you're gonna have to do. And if you go through these scenarios and now he wins, then he learns this is the only thing he has to do to act out. Oh, Joker Teeny. And now he's doing it to himself. He's trying to fight it. These bulldogs, boy. You want another blockhead?
Oh no, you already know this is me.
Yeah, Bubbles. You just gotta chill, man.
So this is another thing, people. We live in a white neighborhood. So this is where we go back, work in the backyard. He's gonna do this in the backyard, but I got all day. And when you see a problem like this, that means you gotta spend more of the day fixing it. Let's go back.
So, yeah, we're not even gonna go do the original. We gotta get him to the point where he understands what a correction means. So now, he's lashing out. When I used to get whoopings when I was young, I used to cry before it started as well. So all he's doing is trying to get away with the correction. And a lot of times when dogs whine and they're crying, people stop, and then the dog learns that, hey, all I got to do is act this certain type of way. As you see, he's getting more and more like, okay, I can't get away with that. I can't get away with that. Okay, cool. Let me just chill, because he's not going to win that match. And when you get these big, powerful breeds, you are going to have what we call it a come to Jesus moment, where you're going to have to go through something like this. And it's not fun. And that's why one reason why if somebody calls me with a 10-month-old Conte Corso, I say no. I'm not.
As you see, I'm dripping sweat like I've been moving mountains, going nowhere fast like the Usher song. And Joker about to have me losing my. You have a dog in your house that ain't a year old, you're going to run into challenges. When I was young, I enjoyed that. Ooh, this is not. It's like the little, whoop, and you go, oh, he want to know who God is in this hole. I'm gonna show him who. You remember that movie Con Air? He said, where are you going? I'm gonna show you there's a God. I have to remind these dogs who God is in this sense. And unfortunately, believe it or not, if you saw some of the other reels I believe we posted, and we did a light episode on the camera too, right? Just think about this. Less than 30 days ago, Joker put a prong collar on, and he just paused. He was on the side of the street. You saw no reactive behavior, no defensiveness, no issues even being corrected. We walked him around the block, came back up, he was fine. All of a sudden today, we get into this adolescent stage at 15 when they dicks start getting hard, and you go, oh, he don't want to cooperate. Well, that actually is what motivates me a lot of times, because I know you can do everything right from 8 weeks to about 6 months. Somewhere between 7 and 9, it's a come to Jesus moment with motivated breeds who are driven, well-bred, and to a degree have a job. In this case, look at his face. Go and show him his face. Not the face, just the side of him. Well, ain't nothing wrong with his face, I'm just saying. He's pouting, and in that pouting, and him jumping and dunking, acting like a donkey, he don't want to be bothered. I'm gonna walk him around the thing one more time, and then Stan and I will sit down and kind of recap things you should be mindful of when you bring this type of dog into your house, and then what type of corrections, aka corrective work, you have to go through to make sure you can manage the dog when he turns a year, 2, 3 years old. Because believe it or not, their character is still going to continue to develop and grow and get worse or better depending on how well you've managed the dog. In this case, the dog's lived a good life. He's been eating good. He's been kicking it. He's been out here roaming around. He's in the pool at times. Ain't nothing wrong, but then he's like, I don't want to do that today. Don't work that way, buddy. don't work that way, which means I got to tighten up even more on the regimen. So the next 48 hours in this case become critical as well as I get him into more of a routine. And to a degree, thanks for bringing the prong, because that's staying on until I fix him. So, watch. Go see some more bucking and kicking. Let's go, Joker. Come on. Whoa, let's go. Let's go, Joker, walk. Guys, I've done this now. I've literally walked me and Stan both. Eventually, you'll start fighting it. Walk, Joker, let's go, walk. Let's go. Walk, Joker. Let's go.
And he's a stubborn dog, and he's going to keep going, and he's going to see what he can get away with. And if you allow your dog to live in this situation,
Let's go, Joker, walk.
you don't have a problem on your hands.
So one thing that we corrected was him not biting the leash now. Let's go, Joker. Now he still won't realize all he has to do is walk and he won't choke.